Yo, Abusia, and I about discussing Maame Grace's logos. Maame Grace's logos of a high creation. That's the topic I about discussing. Me Maame nuanom kramufo ni nyina chinkwa ene omo fasting omo ye na fasting ya mo ebireki ye mfa de papa mera Ghana man. Yesi ya mamu 2 days because yesi na ebinum se na mu nim se mu no. Oba Monday and also oba Tuesday. Nti munya 2 days for holiday. That's a great country. Nibe lose 2 days a year, but we appreciate because much command say to me mamuwie na muwie ye. Nti mu akonche a moche ye ni nyina no. Ye mamutiri nkwa na ye ka so say emfa good tidings. Emfa mbre ye nyina wo Ghana ha titiri pa ene nkramofo ni bi a omugu kramosum animu ase no. Akonche ni we mfa deliverance ne sakraya kese ento o mabrabo so memempa ye nie ai ya mamu nyina tiri nkwa ai mu nji mu ani na mu celebrating we for 2 days mundi ni bambamba and then another day who created you when the ball wo ukobi so bia se when the ball wo e be dane asem bebre when no ye obo ade when the ye abode sa konyo si wo de na carpenter bi wo ho saa na nipa bebre eka saa so na se nipa wo ho de na obi na wo no krama wo ho a obi na wo no nti hwan na bo hwan na hwan na ye nyankopon eno na me pese ye hye ye beko stages baako miensa baako ye the logos na ya ba the mind na ya ba models of lower creation na ya mababa mamo scenario baako miensa bi ni ye de atoto ho ni ye pagya Bible scriptures nso so e de atata akire ni ya hwe se ye si obi abo obi na obi no ye obo ade a eye hwana ensonsono ye hwan na hwan na bo wo a wo hwe me no hwan na ebo wo eno na nda me pese ye to ye bo na ye komu na ye den ye sie mu sie hunu na efe ye ti niam bi ase ni ya hwe se ye de ye hu kotwere niam bi a ni ye hu ni ye de ye hu betwere ni ye de akyere ni yie ni ye hu so mfa so ana ye nya so ensunsuan so opa na na wo fa ha na nyame we nyame atomo nyame polo nyame awiesu nyame nkate nyame we wo fa nyame bebrebe eno no efiri he na ye hu ni sen ye nsom ni ye nsom ni ye wa hakora posi ye den enti eno na nda me pese ye to ye bo ne ye hye many people are semi awake. People are not afraid of religion anymore. Obiye to me bisa asem bia opese obisa and more people are asking questions. I should be happy and I would say me nije because me na me leader no me lead say nyame ti mu no nti se nkrofo nyane na nkrofo bisa question na say me mama nije and I would say no, I'm not. Well, not really. Like I'm not happy. But not really. The reason I use the word semi-awake. So when you're awake, you will never say nyami we wahana me ko som na me ko yesi. But at the end of the day, no, that's what's going on. Those who are even preaching consciousness, like I said, are more confused. They feel say eno na trendy, eno na obi kabi, enti mame so min kabi, enti obi asori a obekabi. Obi ya nso na nananom na nkokọ na emu, na nyame atwomo ni nyame polo, eni nyame awiesu, eni nyame adako a. Nyame kudi ni nyina ni na emu, na che say ye na emu ukọ. Eno na ebema enye nijiepo say ye preach consciousness because to be woke is one thing say ubenya na yade baako but to be half awakened is another nje see be bia awakening ni koso e wo hodomo e na me na me ye sei e na me na me channel ye e na me ye sei na me fa na me kosi ya wo hwe ni pezu di ati say ni pe wadakora wu afem. One of the things that troubles me is hearing people talk about how we should ignore religion, but to worship the true God who created us. Eya na my worried. Say yen ignore nyame a owo Islam eye Allah. Na yen ignore nyankopon wa owo asori eye Jesus ana God. Na yen sum nyame a ono na obo yenya eye nyame benya. What ntina who part saying? Which is who? What am I saying? And I am quite nananom no so nyame ben. We want to know. You see, the endless loop of religion even makes you forget that any concept of God is a copyright of religion. Nipa nti ase, unya edane osom pe. Eye no a ukofa ukase nyame bia usum bibia pe a. Eye religion na mu na uhye suya. That is not even a bigger problem. It is a question of creation. Obo ade, hwan ne bo ade, na hwan ne betimi nso so abo ade. Na nipa eka, me dia me ye spiritual, me nya religious. Me dia me ye spiritual, me nya religious. But me wo me temple, me wo me altar, me wo me say, me sum me nyankopon wo ho, me wo me say. You're religious, but you're spiritual. Ma wo nyame bi a wo som no. Where are you? Have awakeness no. Omo bi o mo aso. No muntie we yie mame. Why na create yen? Yen kosum enyankopon na kwache na why? Ene bo yen. Enye copyright. I will say yenja Jesus nto ho ne yen ko. Is it not the same thing? God created us. Nyankopon no bo yen ko. Which God created who? Nyame ben na boy ye no. Nyame ben no boy wo de wa tro wo de wo comment section wo. Cause ye individual affair and individual understanding and individual feelings. Ti wo a wo sha me no wo sha wo ho a nyame ben e na e boy wo. Please leave your answer in the comment section for me. Why? Nyame ben na wo sha wo ho a obo wo. Isrewa. Who nearly died bringing you into this life? Why no? Or then the life at all in Seniani. Scientists say pain na nipa body betumi afamu ni nyina 15%. But yes so ba kwa wo so a pain na ofamu no 57% or 58% or more. Why? Because ni bones ni nyina be fracture. Na wuti ya yeseku de hwe wuti wo de hwe mero mu hwe de wutiti na efiri honom na eba breaki bi walls bia na afemu apie nti omo se sa pain no empanifo so sanso kase se wo kura wie na akira de na mba maame ni timi famu because portal mienu na woni pada sani bia mu wo yefunu mu a ne awo famu aba ene ne awo be famu apie ne awo famu aba no na ye umbilical cord no na wo beduru hansusu wie a de awo be nante wo so a ye build the hu from wapampam na wunyinya ekohinta ne hu wo body mu baabi no obia wo wiase bia baabi obewu afa no e wo ne body hu se wo wani a na obi yi ne hu gina ho no odware a you are able to tell say oh asomasi aha na obewu a obefa akọ wo hye ye nuamo christness na omo se tokuro bi a wo ye hu bia anye emu asai nti omu wu omu mpese omu famu ko nti na ya na omu agya round no asi omu atiko se omu create a portal omu wu a omu betimi afamu akwa enu de omu gidi se enu de ehote naturally onipa bi o wate asefo asase su biara wo da portal na obefamu akono wo ne ho ye wo wa estatifi wa pampam na wunyinya na ehinta ne ho wo body no ho se wo ye obi a wani da ho a spiritually no we call it silver cord the ayede ba ne your umbilical cord and na the ayede famu kono silver cord. When your silver cord is cut off from this point let us say what transcend another realm, you cannot come here again. Just like ufru maame ye mu ba no eno nso so transcend ba hama ye cut off umbilical cord no sa na tienti na make tell say aha na ye wo no eno nso te say ye funu mu ye pregnancy ene ye wo ha said ye yanyim obi atimi wo time a ope na enye wo na obetere say ntafo kro mo mbra sa na ha ye wo no so obi asutumi wo time a ope nti na che say ye deliver wo to baby foforo say ye te sa niama we ase a we are better. Enti onipa bia wo sa ade mienu iwo ni mu na eno na wo na sa abofra ne pie fi yefunu ni mu ba sa ekim na se sa portal na akira de no a ede nipa ne baaye no ampia mba na che se kwan ba ko na obefamu akono wo ho eno na se abofra ne pie ba na akira de na mba ma mi timi fa sa portal ni mu ko nti na oba atan wo na akira de amba obetumi ewu afem nti hwan na de ne nkwato chacha with the bone fracturing na me kire wo no with this mystery mama usesi a me nko deep now no eno wo sha hwan na de ne nkwa ato chacha edewo aba asase we say so. I want us to think about it. And who sacrificed his or her own life so you can have a good childhood, pay your school fees, give you food, bath for you, clean you, wash your napkins. Who did all these things? Enti why enema uti we ubeye nipa. Your first bath and your last bath, you don't have the right to do them yourself. Enti why ene edewo eba asase we say so. And it here fees. And America no obata nyensen ne ba wo ne yefunu mu just 9 months 40 weeks actually na wawo ebi so ye 42 weeks na wawo but obema oye bema papa ye friend daddy ana father no ono de onyim ne ma no wo ni tiri mu ne nkwan na nyina because odwin abofra ne school fees ho odwin way I'm telling you that a mema ni bi omo destiny omo bobre ni omo sumpo asesa because omo kwanyim obi abofra ni nti ese so jai school abofra ni nti ade ewo nanim nyina na ese so cancel because ese so oye adwuma no to me de hyewo ema waduani di na wo ye comfortable nti hwan ene a jai in life to ho a useless in ho e mema bebre abrabo asesa just because of a war back one omo kwa wo ye their lives has never been the same again. This word belongs to Bishop Charles Adenasari. And I'm aboro na misumi kebi. Inti mi bisa se hwan na ebo wo. Me pese ye nyina ye dwen sa niama we nyina ehu. Ensa ben na wo feeli ye first. Smile ben na wo hu ye first. Sanka ma menyem wo no se okoye abortion yi watu agua. Anka wo wo bobre ewo hefa. Sa wo ma me no monsa. And we ye deform no wu be wi asanka bra papa ben na sebe wu betumi abo so ma me wo no koto wo twi ne sebe public toilet mu na wu ya anka hi na wo papa she condom etwotwo wuro so ma wo nkogu ma me yamu a na wanyense wanka hi na wo bewo nti hwan na ebo wo me just a question we nyina de ma ye nyina se ye nyia no. How much are your diapers? Some babies wear 3 to 4 diapers in a day. Be hard, Jenny. For as long as 5 years, every day, someone buys them. Who is your creator? Why and a ball war? Mofrani bimpo mani pandana ju. Se wunya wu first year na sex impo enye important biom because abofrani che se wunya wu pena sex life for so a Pascal se utiri ye na mo wodan bebra na no. Ne kurom ha yeti ya untumi rent kese yi de. Wo ye se wo twu na mema na ebre mo. Uchi mu anane na wasan atwon na na kwa akire lawu eja atom dia mi bi sani se hwan na ball ebinum wo na mo abrabo asi owo ne ba ne pe na brabo si ye ebi wo wie ye pe na mo nante ye esesanye because of baby na abofra ne da ewo yefunu no mu ebi wo ye pe na sebi ade omudun so fam nu paye besin de maame nankasa ne life has never been the same again because dun so no kana sebi onte ebi wo wie ye pe na omabrabo nyina sebe mentally wo mo ntumi anye stable biom why na sacrificing in life e de wo ba wiase ma yehu chiro wo comment section hodomo ebi mo so toto na nko wo school onyense girl no pe omo so mo nhwe ni biom oja ye na okoye adwuma onya chance otukwan o na wanyim biom na to waka kurom ha why na sacrifice de ma wo mema ni bi tie school fees eduane krom ntobindi. In fact, let me say this, and now we na utie me a. Whatever you are doing for your children and your wife, take care of yourself. Febi tediani di. Febi tediani di na ma wo life nye easy. Ma wo kra na ekopri sika ni hu se wo di bi hya no. E mema ni bi aye mobo nti ye ja omo apo mo ntumi nye nipa biom. I'm telling you with every confidence, e mema bre e wa ware mu chemba. Omu wu wa ware mu chemba. And yes, I mean, and I mean, mamunti. That's the truth. Because they cannot cry for people to see, say, omu snesh omu, ne ku omu double. Uyo bema na wo shemi na, sikadunye dibi. Se pressure ne ba wo su bebra pe baby koda 2 days bi na restore wo. Na ubewu. Na wu oba na obe ware foforo. The same way, the other way round, but mema ne de na emobo. Cause omu kura mu ntumi nka na esho omu ho na omu de nam. Why na toto sa diapers yi na eno na ma kire wo no ne vision ade na opese obebi kame ne nyina agyae. who feeds you with milk directly from her body. One is how were you even formed? About the sense now for me cry in the first place. Who laid eggs for God to chant sperm from heaven on it? Maybe some send me awakeness. I greet you people. Yenjai asore koni yenjai we ni yenkosun nyame obo ye nyame obo ye ben e na wo kano. The platform is so open. Eya na munsusun kasa kasa e na nyame we e na nda ufa ha na say na ufa that say na basa. Turning people into slaves for our youth. Enu ni egu so ayagire ye ho ayeye in the name of awakening. It's so sad. Na nyame a and nyame we and nda ochina ha and asase fa ha and go free he in a ye den basa. This is what is happening to Africans. Believing said they are awakening into no nyame bi e wa asore ne nye de wo kremosum mu nye but nananom de ne ye how eno na me pese ye nyina ye kom ni ye hwe de ewom mankrankra bi akwa ba mankrankra bi achi ai at the bad time with Maame Grace Jumedi kese esubium. I am the prettiest preacher, always kasongo. I am the only living saint. In fact, I am the greatest G. And today, I want to know who is your creator. Mr. Wahanebo, Mami, tell me who created you. We are very, very interested. Children, our comment section. Today we are discussing Maame Grace's logos of higher creation. And no, and the yard and there, we are discussing me man crown crabia kwaba at the back time with Maame Grace Jumedi Subium. Abusia me mankrankra bia achi mankrankra bia ha mankrankra bia ju baby a wo bia emra abowo ho no mo nche a na mede me bo epini wo. It's another Sunday, it's 6 o'clock and I'm still here with another message back to back. Are consistent? So when ade no I am the finest. Ghana's finest, prettiest preacher. When we talk of awakening, top notch. We give it to you here. We are saying practice it in your home. So today we are discussing Maame Grace's logos of higher creation. Now, material steps na dada. So now let's look at the logos. Let's look at the logos. If you ask any intelligent scientist how the creation began, they will move away from religion and say Big Bang Theory. Obi eni wa obebisa ne se abode mfiti ase ni fiti he a sebe owo nimde ewo nanim. I mean we read akwa akire, wa research akwa akire. I mean the top scientists will never come back to tell you about Adam and Eve. They will tell you that there was a Big Bang Theory. When akoka na ebi no mu enti ase, which we all know say some wild stone be free so almost a meteorite be ebe hwe from na dinosaur ne hwan no mo and blah blah blah. So oba me officer obaba be hu meteorite over 2 million years ewo office ho certificate wo ho. Oba me officer obaba be hu shark teeth enya 1.5 million years certificate wo ho wo me office. Well, I think when I went to that shopping in London, minimu nyina because ye video e de beto abonten. That time na me kasa kire mu about polished crystals, any real original crystals and raw crystals. Nti minimu ko shop ni mu baby a me koto no ye koye Jewish shop papa na nya 100 years mo be kaya e na me ye video ni nyina wo ho for you how transparent am ye. Na me ye videos ni na wo ho ma wo e ma wo share ye nti wiase we in 2000 years as the Bible is saying. Na obi biara owo nimdie na nadwunim sebe eda ho na emu abie no wo bisa ne say wiase ana body mfiti ase ne te say quickly no obe shift it akọ the Big Bang Theory onko any of the religious book ni muda where a big explosion occurred zillion years ago to form the universe and everything else. Inti obi oye intelligent bi anim say Abodi mfiti ase and started 2,000 years ago. We are saying it's more than millions, like zillions of years. Obi ani obe to me aka say we are started 2,000 years ago. Eye obi ni we are saying started 2,000 years ago. So when you read Biblia, you look for gene of Isis. Then you decode your Israel out of it. Now I can't and say we are saying started 2,000 years. If some people are saying that it's well, I know the entire womb because omu feel say no ye born obi anka baby o no feel say ye born no ni ye ntwe de befiri mu e de aba. Do you remember when I did an editorial and related the bang theory to Yahweh? Wa wan hwe no ubetumi akwa me ma mu hu Yahweh ni frequency ni vibration ni efa sexuality ho efa orgasm so ho. I hear a whole episode about that until you can go and watch after this one. As I said, certain etymological orientations of the word Yahweh are connected to the energy that draws orgasm. I hear a whole episode about that. Therefore, the symbolism of Yahweh in creation has to do with the male explosive sexual tension. Into when you talk about Yahweh, now we kasa about sebe mo fanche me mo boss ne ade e free mu ba no orgasm ne free mu ba no. And I make us a whole theory you can go and watch. So in short, a big bang theory. Do you remember or have you forgotten the episode we did? Ubetumi ako check it. Now watch it, then you get the full explanation of what I just said. Now, remember when we were in Sunday school? We were told that sex is a sin. A sex, so only obi koda bone. And not only that, but if you look at a beautiful girl lustfully, you have already committed a sin and won't go to heaven. Do you remember? And it's a Garden of Eden honomoa. They will tell you say or no buy be say your sex in a course and no when be a but almost your or what is everywhere. Meaning say yen relate you or one to deku. Forgive me, my manners. I don't know which one. But so who can now koye o de kwhye Yahweh episode na me ye no. Na fatoto then you would all calculate all these things say e dey important na see wo Garden of Eden ho. Na sex ye bone dia. Na se Nyankopon so say yenkọ asase no so no yenkọ dore yenkọ wo ne yendore yenhye asase no so ma how were we going to do that? Sex is so na wonware ye boni. Adam and Eve nso so ye hu ba bia omo ye wedding wo. Ye hu ba bia omo ye marriage kura wo. Inti no ye ni mo family po. So what is it about? And no necessary ye to me bisa all these things. So when the American inti no mama yen bisa ye hu so many questions. Na yenhye say when they say Yahweh, or when they say Genesis, or when they say the Bible na starting creation na, a day ne eye asempotia, omo pese omo kano. A day ne course or Garden of Eden. In fact, we may enter this small Bible scripture. Matthew chapter 5, verse 27 to 28, and I read, whosoever then looketh on a woman to lust after her, that is, so looks on her as to lust, and cast about to obtain, he is rightly said to commit adultery with her in his heart. So what do we show obia? Is that what happened in the Garden of Eden? A day inti no mo beka sa say ye sex no na enye frequency bia me relating it to Yahweh. So what to me show obi na wo ho sebe aye wo de ebi to me share porn na omo ho aye omo de. Inti eye hina saade ni free ba. In fact, so person woni obi dampo a saade ni free hina eba, enfree wo mu na eba. Inti is it not a frequency? Inti bone no efree hifa na eba mpamcho mo yenhwe ni sei. Inti saade we wudi wani hwempo a waye bone ne de a. Ene na bone ni efree hina eba. Adwene ni mu ana, honam ni mu ana, na bone ni free hina eba. So this is backed by the Bible. Now, Material said the Bible so partly baby abone no ade a wo share ye mpo a waye bone. Now, listen, the adultery is in your heart. Edwamambo no ete wakumem. But where does it start? Ehina a starting free. Where does anything begin? Ehifa ena bibia efapim anana hyase no ewo. So ade na edwamambo ni free wakumemu na eba. Ehifa na start ye. ɛdeɛn na wohu ye ɛdeɛn na wodwene ye ansa na wohwɛ nipa no ansa na feelings no edi akire ba saa nneɛma we nyina no efiri he na ya ɛbaaye ɛno na mepɛ sɛ ye nyina ye ndwen wo ne yɛfa ye answers into comment section wo ne yɛn hwɛ ade. Where does the creation of the adulterous heart begin? Odwamanbɔfoɔ na koma no start free he ana adwamanbɔ start free he fa ana aba akoma ni mu. Now mo de mo ma yɛhwɛ the mind. The mind is where all the action and planning takes place. The awodwin sɛ wobɛka wɔ me ho, the adwin sɛ wobɛyɛ nyina start free wadwene ni mu. Ansa na ekɔ baabi a wakoma mu, ansa na wo hwɛ mpaboa hwɛ watade movie ye kɔ hwehwɛ location of the person na wokotwa asantro no wɔ hɔ no. Adwene ni mu na bibia ɛwɔ. Now, let's look at this. The Bible tells us that in the beginning was the Word, Theo, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Ɔsɛ mfiti ase no na asɛm no wɔ hɔ. Na asɛm ni Nyankopɔn na ɛwɔ hɔ. Na asɛm no bɛyɛ nyame. Ana asɛm no ɛyɛ nyame. That is John 1:1. Nti asɛm no hwan na ɛwɔ asɛm no na asɛm no efiri hin na ɛba na asɛm no yɛde yɛden. Ɛma fi Bible say wan kwatiri asɛm no anya bibi biara a wɔyɛɛyɛ. Ɔse ɔde asɛm no na ɛbɔ wiase. Ɔse ɔka sɛ let there be light and there was light. Ɔfrɛ deɛ ni hɔ ɛma ne baa hɔ. Nti na kyerɛ sɛ kasa ana asɛm ɛne yɛde yɛ bibia. Ɛno ɛna yɛ ana Hebrewfo ni bi sɛ Onyankopɔn ntumi mbɔ ne din wobɛtumi afrɛ ne Hashem. Hashem sɛ sɛn ɛyɛ asɛm no. Yankwatiri asɛm no anye bibibia ye boye na mame bia wadwene mu kakra se yese yankwatira asem anye bibibia boye na Onyankopɔn de nanum asem na bo wiase according to the Bible there enie naniama wo wiase nyinara no de ehi na wo anum asem aboa nkasa bebi a yawo no foforo enkasa nti ontumi nkreti nti se Onyankopɔn de nanum asem na bo wiase dia ende hwan na wo anum kasa nti na hwan ene ye Nyankopɔn we ni ade a mebisa wo nti nyame a wo som na onkasa oni aso said the Bible kan ye no ontumi nje ne ho nti na hwan na wo som no. Quran cannot talk to itself. Bible cannot read itself. The church building esi wono kra cannot even talk bibie ni ho eye nipa ne bekom ansa ye wiase a wuti wahu so nipa ye bibi ama na ye yi nipa nka ho da nti hwan ene ye Nyankopɔn asɛm no hwan na wo asɛm no afi yento aso we. But I have seen many scholars argue that the original Greek version doesn't say word. Obi oye Bible scholar bia any obi oye theologian bia will testify to this. Say Greek version no doesn't say a word. Onka word da. According to scholars of etymology, the original Greek says logos. Tieniye mame. Logos onka se word. Oka logos. In the beginning was the word. The etymological people will say in the beginning was logos. Now onka word. Not word. Logos as in thought. That's the meaning of logos. Thought. Which means divine reason. Intelligent thought. So when they say the word, who they fan say a word in part. Word in it came from your thoughts. Entini ye na nanom no sebe. Wo kasa na wan kasa yi ankyere pani a ne ya bisa wo senti asem no firi wo yamu no. Enjina wadwene mu ansa eba wanum ma wo kana na kire se sebe obi okasa o ma adwene ni mpomfiri na adwene mu mba no sebe cannot say nyansasem. Into when you say logos, it means divine intelligence or intelligent thoughts. Eno obi a wan kasa mfiri wo bo na kire se onu ankasa onye papa. So John 1:1 originally was written. In the beginning was thought. When they say in the beginning was God, You can say in the beginning was logos. You can equally say in the beginning was thought. This is even a basic logic that it doesn't matter if you are intelligent or stupid. Before you speak, to say any word, it passes through your thought first. Enti sabio, se woye nyansani mu fanche me sabe, se woye jimini. Enti na ya meka se common sense. Aya na ya me say sense enye common. Na mum ye common, my mind. Me say mframa momu ye common. Na adwini momu no enye common. Because sebe fache mi nyansani etumi nyini na jimifo susutu nyini. Enti wo kasa na ebe me yehu se wadwini ye adwuma sebe. Na wadwini mu so ayeden eda ho, na wadwini mu so enyini. That is what we call intelligent thought. Obi wo ho a wo hwe ni behavior na ho fasu. Ubehu se Enti na kire se asem bia fa adwini no mu na pie. Se ye papa, se ye bone, na emomu no ye wo intelligent thought and also say divine intelligence e wo honomo. Eno na mepese obi a ete ase e wo ha sei. So, in other words, in the beginning was divine thought. Say me breaki God na omo de acha wo in the beginning was God. And na me de aba do logos na ma be kire logos no so de abedi divine thought. Nti fato wo sa amame. In Egyptian mythology, we call it God thought. My year a whole episode about this. God thought the head. All right? My year a whole episode into betumi akwa akohwe. So when they say thought, na bi mu afa bibi esi ho say omo sum thought. Ono an omo san fra no Anubis. Aye diama yo, aye diama ye rough. Because ye ankasa ye nye ready. They say ye be pray age ye ho, ti ye so mu so ha, na ye dey call. Some dey kan achiam half awakeness. Me chiachiam wo ho. Enti se sie no, ti ase say thought simply means the thought. I mean the divine thought in your head, or the word, or the logos. Inti thought unsi baby aso obi nkonkosom no. Inti ne friend thought God head utrini mu na wadwene ana wo thought no eti ana wo thought God no eti Mwehu ade no. Without your thought, or without your God, or without your logos, you are done. To me, enkretishi sabe obeye useless, hopeless. I'm sorry for my words, but that's it. The creative mind and this mind were with God. And this mind was God. So the thought, the divine intelligence. This is how the masters who have grown beyond our basic semi-awakening see it. Inti aya me sedi ewi asoso nya wo de antu ntumi nya hwe se wo se wo ya awaken na wo akokọ na wo tete ama bibia na wo odwan na wo frɛ nananom de ama omo mente wase ba yen ankase kromu ana yete no sometimes no you can't actually talk much because wo hwe niama bi enipedi akira wo bebisa ho se enti ne kura ne sen but like I said atchechide po e wo dodofo what is in us attract what we see so it's okay you cannot actually lament over nyama bi but ya na areho atitin susususu pa ye. So this is how I want everybody to think. If it's possible, if it resonates with you, this is what you need. The masters think beyond the semi-awakening until they don't go around looking for a God to worship or looking for who to kill who for. They go around looking for accoutrement to raise their higher selves up. They don't go around looking for waters to whatever. Let me fancy one Sam. So, when we say in the beginning was the logos, we are trying to say that before anything physically ever existed, there was intelligent thoughts, a divine blueprint, a cosmic logic that gave birth to creation. Inti almost say, let there be light. He uses the word, the thoughts, and they give it birth to the word. and there was light. Ose na asase ni aye sakasaka na odenano ose esu nkwa ha na we nkwa ha na ekọ ho no mu. So we are seeing now why apply this divine blueprint. Why apply this cosmic logic? Edi creation na by. Why what the right to apply this divine intelligence? Why no more? So nyame ben ana monen mama mo hwehwe yi. Misremwa we just a question. Nyame on to me nkasa no, only thought. On to me creation, na chete on to me nya hwema. Sabe facha me, na chete you useless. Say wo be di bibi achi, e betimi di omutito Bible so, chete say omu yi Bible no kra jama mbewu. The Bible cannot talk. Till you cannot actually worship it. Enti me creation. Mo fancha me. Anything you claim say wo so no. If he cannot talk, no matter how much moja or power at the end, if he cannot talk, he cannot create. And that's it. Because it doesn't have the logos. It doesn't have the word, assembly, and it doesn't have the divine intelligence. It doesn't have the divine blueprint. It cannot create. Until the end, you're assuming. You're assuming a DNA. A DNA, what to me, assuming was a man, Quajuma, Tinefie. Bibia wodan abesi wo cream bibia abesi wo cream so wo bibisa please say it obisi say your friend angels na when angel are invoking the da wa ba we invoking no be den wa beboa wo na we invoking no one internet say nya wo a onye relevant two we invoking no be den obeboa wo akoa na boa ni wura aden ni bebrebe ni huhuhu Some thinking energy was at work to first of all process whatever was to be created from all the dimensions of the divine mind. Eye tumi bi ene be boawura adwene ni mu na adwen na afei abe create process bi na afei wo dwen ade no ho eba wadwene ni mu a na afei wadwene ho na wo de aba into reality. When I started this platform, no, na I came up with putting up curtains, walls, and blah blah blah. Who sent for ye ni baby nam samonfa? Yeah, that's great. Me, I can create. I started creating another platform. Na me create ye. Me free darker room more because of one or two reasons. No, me call me office. No, then I realized people are creating the same thing. Omo sabe mu fancha me nka so obi eni nyansa. Ba who create ya, who you obi a who ye creator. Who create here, you will change something. You will add a little bit of touch. But we mu omo konusu ya, omo pointy bibi ade hango ko omo nyomba ko painti bia hango. And I'm say office no so monfa. No make create another thing. That is how creators move. They keep moving, they keep growing. So what the American say am kakra misro wada roma. Inti adwene no wo energy bi ebe kom na ekop sa energy ni kwa wo thinking mind ni mu a na afi akwa wo thought ni mu na create akwa process bi mu na afi create bibi di ato dimensional and divine mind ni mu afi wo dey by reality wo dey by a higher way. This means thinking itself just a wo dwen anka sample, not just speaking, is the true origin of creation. Inti na omo Bible kan say wo dwen wo sure ba no na wo dwen wo utiri mu a wa ye bone ne dada. Internet say adwen nan kasempo enya wo kano adwen ni kura aba wutirim no so ye true creation. Inti din adwen na wo to ho ye wo wutirim wo hwe misesi e menya wuhio me ho ye ofe matade a me che wunim say top notch me hair do wa wunim enya polythene bag enya mob real hair etoka esimitiri so wo hwe me mpabo a wankasa gugu se wade wani so nanso so no eye wahia antide na wo wutirim ade e wo wutirim bia na ye wo creation na no na reflect wo life so the person what you say wa ha say na wenum na ye amedwene ho na me ye worried a little bit about Africans because ye creation no ya nhwe ni ya universe no wo ho so obi en creating no only portion e wo mu a ya nhwe ni ya ye be mobo because what are we actually creating? Ye nyina ye ntumi create bibi obi create bibi anka be kosoro ne ya tap into it ne de atare ye din ho a ye betwe nipa na ba fom Inti adwene ne ankasa pressure na ekomu no ankasa mpo ansa wo bekasa no eno susu ye some of this divine original creation no ebi. Inti everything na wo bedwin ade bi ebefiri wutiri mu no wadwene mu ababi yara no me pese ma wo te ase se eye ade a create no se papa wo se ye bonu wo na wunim wuti wo sesi e wo fa wo phone na de a wo befre nipa a wo beka wadwen ho dada. Inti what are we creating? And what does this mean for you? Dear Mika, say my pals. Mona muye nyansa for dear Mika say saying. If everything began as a thought, say bibian shas ye no wadwini ni mu a, then your thoughts are in fact your creative powers. I don't know me kan cheche mu no. Nti what are you creating? Who will be one dream bonnet all the time? Inti dey na wo create, and you are created in the image of God. Ojan ba yo ojan se be kraman ba ye kraman nantwie ba mu unsusu ye onyame ba ya bo to se ne seso a ene na wo su ye nyame prekope. Inti what are you creating? And no be differentiating nyame ko a wo ye dia wo bo no. That means you too are a creator. And no nipa mpese o te ase me bo nipa te se me seso. Inti so Nyankopon bo nipa te se ne seso de a ene wo so ya obo ade. And you shape your reality through the divine mind within you. Inti adwen a ewo wutiri mu no. Eno na eya wo nipa na wo te ho no. Say ye papa, say ye bone. Eno na be reflect. You are your own reflection. One na wo ye wo savior, one na wo ye wo Nyankopon. One na wo ye wo bo ade. E den na wo bo. Wo ba na wo ni wo fie na de bia wo kire ni nturo twa. Me wo fra aka se me ni wo say eno na wo bo no. Maame nchiro bibi. At the moment a wo be hu se wo nyo obi a. Osofo hu ne hu so yo obi na wo de wo koto ne so a. Wa hu wo be create ono. Nti de bia asofo no wo sika chen members. Hu number start asori ne pe. The same way spiritual people everywhere. There are people who are 1 million times better than the people they are leaning on. Nanso omo so omo de omo nya obi a just omo akose nipa no wansa no be obi me nka se nka obi okona kwode accoutrement, but that person cannot do anything for you. Adwin na wo wuti mu na be make you eno na ma wo ye nyame onipa no sebe oye onipa ba oye nyame ba wo so ye nyame ba mo ye the same thing ye the energy ni ability na ye different ye di we jojo nti se wo jai wo ho to na hu se wo nya obi a na wo do ho koboli obi ho a 2 days na wa ye ye na wo te de a wo te na we na me ka kire wo mama ebi no ma ye lazy life are so easy for them they don't want to work e de na wo anka se wo wadwen mu na wo hwa de wo wadwen mu no se reflect wo hu sesi a say na wo be look like eno na me pese ye nyina ye te ase nti se ye ka se divine powers and creative force bi wo hono ma na nye se wo create wo ye created like the image of God en kire se onyame bi si tale baabi. That means you too are a creator. So and you shape your reality through the divine mind within you. It doesn't mean God who created you is a white man sitting in the clouds with white Jesus. No. Mama will instances, mama will bibia. And they made you in their image as bibini. How? How do you look like Jesus? Ayi nkrofo aba episode Revelations platform so akra ba be kan say the way obibini hwiniti nti onko heaven. Black Sun on this very platform wa be kan wa hanom da say onyankopon e kan ne mba na o kan nipa on kan ya bibifo on kan ho bi o kan ye nka plate ne tables ne chairs ehu eno no kan ye ko say obibini bi enko heaven wa kan ni plane. How do you look like Jesus? How do you look like a white man with a 3 meter can to say we get symmetry while we 3 meters say sapo abobo etintim wapampam? How? We cry a one big question e say we bisa na utumi dwin ko deep na utumi te ase nanso nipa da sani say menti ase Maame Grace ko kankora wadane bronsama dane bayifo esi mabra boso abusua wo share time with Maame Grace na ye discuss Maame Grace's logos of higher creation afa yen hwe. So simple understanding way abeye big problem ama Africans. Ema ye ntumi nti ase say ye nyame mba ye betumi create say creation no or say let there be light or catch the Bible catch you plain say kasa na ewo mu no eno na ye nyame no de to adwen a wodwen no ena ye nyame no onipa so onte ase na bibifo obema sebe mo fa nkyem ni tiri ho afu ni moto mu afu sebe kapfra fa kyem otumi bu atopa sebe ewo ba enje ni hu ntum so ye creator wa create bibi but onyame na ebo onipa nti nyankopon na ebo onipa ena oku nipa wa wo bo nipa na oku nipa na wo nipa mpo wo ye adwuma na sa wo bra wo bese ya de no wo bibia wo ye bia wo ye se be ye yie wo bisa question wo ya onipa da sani so onte ase ne ye te ya ne ye bu ye hu se hwi ne ye mu ye ntimi nya hwe ya dwen nya adwuma bibia hye buku no mu ena se Africa aka achi otwi ne nan ase no okita Bible no so the other day me hu a picture bi o se dey omo posti na me bokura afu obroni asesa mineral ne ade asi ship mu ko no bibini so to places ni communion wine no no so ship no mu nyina asi pu nani nyansa no anu nie we no nipa se me yenka nti how can a continent like Africa will be called a poor continent how at which basis ye poor wadwini nim eno na ya na me ye frustrated no now who defend the way and you see me as a devil you need to be poisoned I say you to be cool to chene because baby ye what say no enye weapons ni ehia agini ni ehia nti obi oto agini ni mu credo so mo bibini ngin bia no or ye enemy for this continent or ye enemy to this continent so obeka say yemfa ya agini nyina anhye book mu na wuni pampo so wuturo book 10 years of your life a book a obetro nya bigger than this how can this be nyankopon ni book how e wo ho nsem wo mu ye tiny and dream ho ni efen creation ye ni portion o abusua creation na ekoso no bibini ni portion we are not creating anything because we are waiting for somebody to create something for us so if there is God na nyankopon basesia no be so say the African continent no ko so say the America for aye say be China for pom go zero communication po the one ma ye om krom so nyankopon de ba no be sha say be wo fa che say nyankopon we jimi enough so the bibi po ba or the be ma wu bibini seje na wuni pampo wudi usika ekomo obi asebe unhwe nipa no ho ansa de aman we na e kasa bebrebe yo we na e kasa bebrebe no sometimes na e so disheartening the way people are defending what is not defendable when you create religion you must fight to defend it ade bi any source na any basis no e se won yere wo hu na won so mu mfa ngina ho se de omo kasa na Moses e ma ne nsa so na Israel fo di nkunim ne nsa ba fo ma na omu di nkugo internet se adese so ne nsem kotoro sa na religion akoye se wo basis na what standard you will not defend it will defend itself we ene yete ho wa na ye defend ye betumi eku ebinum po ye beku ebinum ato atwene wo fi ayi nwuranim na ye shape you straight to Europe ye do kodu Europe so yamfa wan kokoro mo ye do ko Europe akurase na wenya built a hodum phone ye built inti no chip no wo mu dada na obi to obi no de ama wo na wenya number you have the balls to send threat message because I have asked a Muslim scholar questions na platform no so na ye wo no who say ye titi wache wo ho ana ye ton jalabia wo ho ana ye ton ayi sometimes mo de mo njeje numbers mo ntratena ho no na mo de mo gu Africa ni mo ase a time will come you realize that you owe some people an apology I'm telling you a time will come because you know pass abroche one enya easy and dre ya Trump wo kasa o say Africans na build America ntie de na ma ye ntumi build ha wahu sa pull me down no ne ayi sa gullibility na ye exercise a ye mpese ye dwen eno ene Africa bre adwene nya adwuma the divine thought no a creating niama no eno ne ye de ni na hye book mu till we can progress. So when they say Africa is a poor continent, the continent is the creation na ewo wutirimu no because nyankopon say na asase no so aye basa esum or say let there be light and there was light or the adwene no de kasa aye na kane ne ba ya adwene na nya adwuma ti yentumi mfre progress emfa ba ye continent no so ene yete ya na ye bre na ye defend the Quran ye defend the Bible. A time will come you will answer ne bia na wantumi answer na misre ala na nyame hu mobro na me de me mam. I have seen some pastors say that creating in God's image is not about physical qualities. but it's about spiritual image. What spiritual image is that? Spirituality doesn't have matter. It doesn't have anything you can touch. So which image are you saying? That you are siblings to Jesus, and whatever he has, you also have. Like, seriously? For real? Like, are you preaching this? One kasa no shape ukra and say Jesus. Image ben. Inti say Jesus di oye ebia wo ye ebia wada ni nsuo wan. Ebusia? Ah, wada ni nsuo wan. Wuchi abronsam ewo ebe wo ye fast wie ma ne bronsam jojo ye. Ye nunu ye ho ne yesre. Ye nya ye de ye nsa hye ye motuom. Eni ye nunu ye ho ne yesre. This is simply what it means when we look at the principle of correspondence. As above, so below, which we have studied in the earlier occult series that I did. Ya mama wenu into to sa occult series. No one try, you can go and watch it after this episode. The process of creation on the higher planes is the same as the process of creation on the lower planes. That is the same image. That is what they are talking about. Ujina as a pastor, me na me huye wehi. Kasama wu translate man krofo. Say a spiritual image. You don't know, say a dria. A dria ne si ho no. Ni hini na e wase no. Enu na so dria ni mu gina ho. Nanu nsuo didi. Na me dria na duane edi. Ne dria na ni dria na ye kese. Aso ahahan, aso flowers, ama ni fruit etumi abaso. Ne dria na eni hini yesi wo ntumi nso. Common sense. We yesi yenti ase. Mami Grace ya bronsam and turn a platform so enchiano. When you meet me at the gym, stop fooling. It's a public place. It is a own power before wo ha. Said ya wo catch and crofone se be before nti jam so that dem kra mo nso mu bi na. Kona kote wo gym. Meba ho 2410. Ai. Se wa hu. Baby adwin na aye mmere akwakodu. Entina na akonwa so. Enye say putting fear in people. Na me metina konwa so na atana so de na be yo. Na se mebe yo bibi anam se me yo bibi ekonwa metena so na me de be yo. You see, adwene no wo fom, agogo ayemere, elusu, ayete sesebe, asha woni dross mu ahoma no. We ya mata na go. I was here. Oh, your time with Maame Grace oh. Kasongo. Sana ye ebinu adwene na gwa lastically wo ni nyina asa. They need collagen in the brain. Edio. In other words, our so-called gods and us use the same formula for creation. Obeka said, no, this is simple. I'm here explaining. So, to find out how they created the universe as gods or Elohims or Dimage, we must simply look at the process of creation at the lower plane. So, who said there? The Bible says a lot of things say you code. And stop joking. Or say, they are better children was so no. Better children as I see. So about say so below. Simple common sense. Or say they are better children was so no. You better children as I saw so much as I see the sum. Way you na only pen person or bedroom who are quite chile. Ain't it sana dear way at yet? No, let us create man in our own image and likeness. What is he saying? Huh? Is it not so above so below? Let us. Yes, so high we ye and ye create ye. Let us nipa bakun create nipa. We na nipa ndwe ho. Abusia, let me ask you this and please answer me in the comment section, Mr. Wa. How do we humans create? Ye nipa. Ye den ye body. Men kwame to me ni obi na beda na yawo nti us. Or say, unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. Udi ukunu na mubom ti let us make man in our own image. Let us. Nyanwo ne ukunu na ewo ba no. Who created you? Ah, adenkura na yempese ebete asise. Let us create a man in our own image. Ono aso say unto us a son is born, unto us a child is given. Onipa se menti ase. Ma bo to say me image and likeness. Onipa se still me nyame. Me ya akokɔ. Dabi omso mo ye nwan. How? There are stories about how cars were invented. how phones were invented, how humans created aeroplanes, roads, homes, and many more things. Now, nipa, ena ebo nipa. Nipa mpo creating other species. People are creating other plants. I mean, new species are created by us. Still, obibini so no di onye nyame. To mean create she. Ye create aeroplanes ni nyame ekeke ka ho. Ye de ye say ye ntumi create she ye twen Jesus. Ama na ba be create amount. Ye hwe types of creation na ewo ho no. Na afi ye hwe. Edua fruit in that say ye wo apples ne tangerines and grapes ne the rest omu seedless nipa and e create say si omu tumi twi we hu so na omu de abo mu tumi twi we hu so na omu de abo okura na nsem mu say we bi aba anti aging say maka chom say me ye anti aging ne longevity me ye body anatomy nti na de bia me say me wo school yeah no omu twi NAD+ na ewo nipa mogemu no ewo nipa mu wunyi no na e decline a na de wrinkles ne wa omu de ba no se si omu twetwen NAD+ no ndro na omu digu enkuram yenum e na omu hu se NAD+ no ebetumi ama wenyi akọwachi precursor na wo benom na ebe boost NAD+ na ewo wo body num no precursor no omu frɛ ne NMN wo sika na wakwa na true niagen wo sika to mikotobinom wo be grow backwards. People are even creating things say fa utumi hwe wo hu from now to 5 years now wo sika there are things they are creating ebetumi ama we live forever. People are now going through transhumanism omu twitwa omu part bi de rubbish hye ho say de be ya empro no maka asase so omu nyini wote ha twen so wo bewu na wako heaven. Africa da ben minim how we are, some of us are thinking backwards in the name of religion. Me who da? I don't understand. When I mean wo twetwe ho na wo se den. Look at things and for your ship SCC so eswa niama we nyina na de aba. Eye first na ke beka se nyame na waso ode power bi no de ba. Adentina up till now yentumi njene entumi hu se omo se Jonah ensuo fa ne na de ne ko okuro foforo to ebetumi aye submarine yes Enoch ebibia yentumi pese ye bedwin ni yetumi hu se ebetumi aye spaceship yes Ark of the Covenant no bi to omu no wu ye yentumi njin tumi hu se ebetumi aye electrical power bi an electricity force bi obi so me kiki ni mani wu yentumi njin deep still ebit na he twen se rapture ebeba be rapture omu de akọ nasafo niama omu ye wunti anasafo okra betumi abe rapture wako wo se ye nyame tumi. I don't know what to tell us yasam na ye mobo na de ya no so se wo ye dede mpo na sebio gifted ones not no manyane a enu so di na fear. People come to tell me a lot of things. I say come to the platform and say it or say I'm afraid it na easy so se wunyo bi asebe ona wo forma wo wosoro wa wo sika o de be fifa ankrofo we betumi eku ato atwene kwa just because a Muslim scholar abetna platform so me bisa no question papa say you are asking intelligent questions. Look at the caliber of man papa awal betna look at how endowed he is or see you are asking a very intelligent questions wo yati group ewo mosque ho ne ye group leader nti ye wo say wo you obi in the land of the blind the man with one eye is the king. You were king there, not in my kingdom. One day will be your day. One day will be your day. Allah. One day will be your day. Inshallah. One day will be your day in my office. Because I ask Obi questions. How can you behave like this? A great religion like this. A whole almighty Allah. Are you powerless? Are you useless? Are you hopeless? Because on to me defending him. Na nzime ni na dro no de akoto afuom ho no. Wo so gina ho ka kire nkrofo say meba bebo na abukashi ma mareka don duru mu a. Wo so obi to wo no mo kasa asem no wo ho no mo because onim say wo kwa aduro ni beye nadwuma. Why don't you leave Allah that will expand the grave for it to become a tricycle for you to wait for him there? Why don't you allow Allah to come and deal with me because I am asking questions? Your time is coming. So also when you be just obi no be bibia ma we ne Any yeti ha, all the minerals are ye we cannot afford 3 square meals in Ghana. Because say we ye juma na we ye way, now we ye way. England for juma be no mto omo ye. Omo ti ho comfortably. Eno ne yete ha no ma ye. Ni aka to so obi wukura na tubo ho mana. Ne bone ne be hohoro. Ya gire ye hu di sa de we achi. Me ento aso. Nkrofo we hwani ama omu create. How did they start to create these things at the lower planes? Eba ni saying no broni to me the plastic metals. Hwe cars omo ayeye. Hwe cars omo ayeye. Wuti car mu, wuti Range Rover mu na esum uwura ta na obi na esum ba na light na ewom ni nyina na asoso. Woni say Range Rover mbon tumi fe nku nipa because ebe nipa na eno anka say agina. Obi no watena se no create way. What is our portion as Africans? Our portion is religion. We don't want to create. This same religion will vomit us out because who say you're senseless. We didn't understand the words that was given to us. Mr. Wakaye or say Quran is science. Are we creating whatever in the Zango than you coming to my office to kill me? You the craze. You mumu. I am buefu. Me bumfu because me throw back. Because I don't know how some of us think. You are my brother. Utiri yesa mo ambeto me wo ho. Ka me hwe leader no blue. Mano nya de nkeke o me ho so de me father de. Ask the men there. When I go to the gym, I lift with them. Dead lift. They fan it 12. Ojani obanyo no yimi. Yimi waka akpla me ho de nchembo. Physically, we nya honhum asem ne yeka. Aya madwene no mo menya adwuma. Na niam bi wa mo ya enye eyalim guase. I'm telling you. Senye nyame na create we nyina. Omo nye nyame, how are they creating all these things? When you what's not playing more, how do you feel? What's not car papa mu a na make an Range Rover money pa o. Eno akona ekopim ade na ebe gina force. E fata de sum kakra bi enam rough road so no waka kire so wonam rough road so obi na create ye te ya den nothing. Ya so Bible no na omu use words no e dey create portion. You see nyame bende obetu obi before nyina say mo ade am de ma mo ehunu ya mo de ye it's in your Bible. Or say okono je ebinum 5 or me ebinum 10 or mo ebinum 2 your chi 1 ye na Africa for no ye tutu from the asha was say ye ntumi mfa anya hwe because it's ye nyina edwane kwa America ye edwane kwa Europe ye edwane kwa baabia ni ye gya ha no mato a me say ye te ha no ma be fa so mahu bayira nkrofo no a o mani nkitenkete no mu dua wo he so mahu mango ne apple ne ade nyina omo dua omo ade wa ha ugina wo su dollar na de na omo de wusika ne beto di omo beba di omo ni ama beba na omo beto wa ha akono omo ankasa dua nti omo de ba na omo de ko ubenya dollar ni bi wa he e bia obekọ akoto wo to wo wusu. You don't want to think deep. Empire na wobo lawu. Now let's look at models of lower creation. No bi amekasa mekasa kwa me ma obi na wa try ahwe. So wutumi de banchi egbo we mu na hwa na kire wutumi ye ni fufuo na wudi na wutumi twitwa atade pam atade style na wo hye na wo so unye creator un create hwe a eye wo na hu adwen ni say swa ketekete te say atom. If we observe how humans create, we can see that it happens basically from 3 powerful energies. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 scenarios of how we create things on earth and compare it to the possibility of how certain God will create the earth. Medi kan aka achiro bibie ni hono mo a omo ye wa hasenya enfree etheric. And if you feel there is God, you are God. If there is a God above, you are the God below. If you feel you are the God below and there is a God above, you create the same thing. And now let's break it down and see. Let's look at scenario 1. Let's go. The commonest way of creating things on earth is mixing other things. You mix cassava and plantain, and you create fufu. You add part of metals and plastics and other things to create a car. Children mix clay with water and use it to build playhouses and toys. It is all creation. So, the first scenario of creation is mixing things up. As above, so below. Bakonono. So let's go into the heavens and see. Afi mama ye mama wo aha no de enu eniama yetimi de yensa ede ye etimi de yensa ne yadwene ye de ye no Mami yenkoshe dia ewo soro ho no mososo. In the beginning, tio, nothing existed. Absolutely nothing. Na bibia ni ho. The word nothing itself didn't exist. Na bibia ni bibia. So, the gods, wherever they may be, twen omo, hwehwe omo, hu omo, akwa heaven ni hell aba. Also didn't exist. No musu ni ho because a hayimpa ye way ade a wu nipa wanka se wo ho no eni ho. Ti no omo si Yesu. Omo hu no omo ka so ye saman no. Wanka se saman exist o. Se wunya adwen ade no na wo ka pa e beba ho. Nti na kire se o ka se Yesu ye saman no wanka se saman ni ho. O se saman ni dompe. Na kire se onye saman no no. Ti ye mixi niama ni ye di create ade nye sa na bibie ni ho bibia wo dwen se wo ho bia no so wo si eni ho a eni ho medical ye an episode ama wo say it is believed Adam the first was ye say ne ye friend Lilith ye say Lilith na odi nkwala ne ade it is believed say nkwala da na omo sere ne ade a ono na omo sinti ye say na oku Israel for say Jewfo ma na okuku omo we na omo jitu mu so omo beje atum say Lilith doesn't exist. Free honom no na sa adwin na ewo omutirim say Lilith na ekuku omumba no e free honom. Nti sa wo se bibi ni ho ani ho. Nti sa amre no yese na twi ni ho. Wherever they may be, no omo so omo ni ho. Also didn't exist. And they could not mix anything to create anything. They couldn't create nothing because no omo ni hopo to think of mixing anything. Because one who say ade we no one say yeto yebo a we are better. Obeka se na Nyankopon make say dey e na Nyankopon make say dey Nyankopon ba ye na obe wo man ka say ode efom na tie e na di bo nipa nti o make say bibi Nyankopon make say bibi Jesus wa make say baby yes o tintasuo na ode ye efom na ode ko obi ani so this mixing and creating thing ya make ya we say nipa form nye the same thing na Bible aka won say yentumi ndwin deep won say yentumi ndwin deep eno na ye problem. It's no more exist here. They cannot create. You want to me make such a everything create till say God oba ya and son oba make niyama e create niyama and really be na makachro no. Afa scenario 2. In scenario 2, when we focus on things on earth, we realize that there is a third form of creation in the lower plane, where trees bring forth smaller trees, humans give birth to other humans, and animals give birth to other animals. Even bacteria and viruses multiply in their kind. And also your creation. Oni pasi onye nyame. Enti ono die on creating she. If we take this creation theory to how the gods created the earth, it only existed in the mythology of the Greeks, where the gods had sex and gave birth to other gods, just like we are doing here. So that's the creation. And even came on earth to marry humans to give birth to Nephilims, the nephews of human beings. My theory about Nephilims is also on the platform. I don't see the creation of the world in this. Mean to me, who saw no mean to me, I see they rather existing and doing these things in an already created universe. Inti me who almost almost be created just like Mabuboso Amedi Amawi. Minia. I didn't say to me what problem was some way. Simple thing. Ye won't say inti ye she yet now. Obia 1 year crow train say nyame ne beba na fibro ta ju ye fun aboso. Ade a odi be creative babies no wa say no. Cause who train nyame so me pointi kuma ya ka chese wontumi hu ba bia mfa nko wo ka bibia nya adwuma. Now let's look at scenario 3. The third theory of the creation models on earth is that man creates mentally. Another thing so nipa etimi bo ade na adwene just like Nyankopon ebo ade e wo na adwene na just like Nyankopon ti nipa adwene just like toad ewo adwene ni mu just like toad head is on your head unless you say wonam what to say battery will generate energy without head what be headless energy wonam ho eno na thought ni ho na wontumi create ana wa be dua ya sensen ana boba ya sensen e de asi wa ontumi nkasa onu no only thought no ye useless ontumi create nothing nipa e create mentally Nti ade bi a entimi create even emmoa mpo create mentally na aboa ni create oni aboa foforo beda na omo create omo kind even edua na wo twetwa ekunu ase no na wo ku aboa no so ni moja wo pe ni frequency no wo de akogu boba ne anwea na eni mentality no so say create bibi ma no waboka lawu nipa create mentally ade bi a wo thought no etumi create mentally. We create mentally as humans, and when we do that, we use no outside material. And no, and ye create mentally no. Inti ade ne ba wadwi mu a wo create wo mu wie ansa na fe wo de abaha na fe na wo de matter e de ba begum. This is simple. Oh. Nor do we reproduce ourselves like we do in scenario 1 and 2. Yemfa niama na ye de mix ye de boy ye hu nyame no nipasu no or niama thought ni wom no nti wa wasisi sa amoa ani nua na wo se ye nsom na ye wo se wanya bibi pa bi ka no wasem ni edwen ho that semi awakeness doing semi stuff disturbing social media, and yet our divine essence is fully present in all that we create with our mind. Ye nyamisu ewo bibia ye de yadwene eye no emu nti wo de ade a wo de wadwene ne ye no e kire nyamisu ko a odi wachi. For example, a writer pours their thoughts and emotions into a script like I'm doing right now, and even years later readers can feel the essence of the writer in every word. Ochinebi se mi wu ne na me ni hobie mu a na me start se mo hwe me video na mawu me ko but they me create ni wo ho a nipa ehye. Nobody can take this cutting thing here to say obi say nyame na me ye. I did it and everybody is doing it. You can be ungrateful, you can be abnormal and be like yes sir or kind infrefra weni na can you open it is what it is. The people are watching, they know you are copy and pasting from me. In fact, you love my style. You wish you were me, which is never possible. And yes, sir, the words she uses and the phrases she uses show her divine attachment to the stories and books they write. Inti, when me book na me no why na atobi exposure and its attraction. I did it I think 4 years or 3 years ago. I made me Abeku Santana show so when I was on TV. And I'm show mo that book no when they told me I have a lot of books that we will one day ye be mount podium for that na obi abeto. I write as well. I'm a writer. It's like an artist who paints and captures a vision on a wall surface, and even though the brush strokes are physical, the soul of the artist lives in the masterpiece. Inti ade na omo draw mo amope paintings na I love paintings a lot. Mo amope paintings no say wo to paintings ni bi na wo de bo wo dem a you could see that there's a soul. They said Leonardo da Vinci mu trotro ye nkrofo hwa a egidi ni ade they omo de omo soul shemu e na omo de troye eno so ye creation no ebia no so eno no sa akode Shatawale and other musicians in the world. When they create songs that carry the depth of their spirit, the melodies they create touch hearts long after the music is created and played. This is rather unfortunate that musicians we have in Ghana, no, they don't want to come close to spirituality because of what people will say. Because opesa wasumjo wa say wonkoye Islam anaso say wonkoye because nipa ni gu ho na omo so no mbe hiahia ho nti obi oni miansa bia sebe opesa o player no no so play omo nti you play their game to win them. Wo dey pretend kra na wo ho omo ne wo be ye okay e wo ho no mo nti wo bon so omo atondum nti wo hwe kodwa ntwindwum wo hwe lumbandwum wo hwe omo a old akwabo anomo akwabo ameka akokora na wewu no na de owo ho no de owo ho ye latest wo hwe akwabo na wo hwe Cynthia ozinzim no mo sa time no any AB Crense no manye na ote there wa omo nyina omo wuko But what they created that came out of their spirit, is there for the youth now to enjoy. That is also a creation. For many years, people who were not even born when Daddy Lumba was recording his album have felt the exact divine energy he put in his songs and enjoyed it like it's fresh because of the spirit and in the energy and the share. And you know, pim pim domio, in pim pim tamio, in pim pim domio, in pim pim tamio. Memen di ankameto no. Me humo. Cantata and then you buy yes, other cantata na say. We'll share time with Maame Grace and we are discussing Maame Grace's logos of higher creation. Why do you feel say you cannot do anything? Necessary nyame bi ebeye bibi ma. What are you? Okokan or so ye nyame no mo the small g edikan. Who even gave you the alphabet? Please, can you tell us? All these are mind games. Small g and big G. Who gave them to you? Said they are G, small g, d, and no, a bosom. And now they are, or see, ye are gods. Are you a bosom? Onyameba, we a bosom, ibisao. Oh, adino, a bafom. In all the three models of creation, there was no external God that influenced the creator. Niameya meke na sa wo ye carpenter, sa wo ye hwan, wo ye hwan, mo si dan na si go fefe huge buildings. Nyame o wa bontin ben no influence no. Eye wa adwen na ade kosua, na utumi pai obi yam na wuyi na problem na wo na koma mu no, utumi pai obi yam yi cancer free mu. External God ben in a influencing way than your thought. The divine intelligence. Adan ni yem pese ye be doing this simple thing we hu ati asem ketua we pe ase. Adan. Sometimes odwin a wontumi ntie bibifo ase da. Imomi your tanfo. And there we enemy to our continent. So one person Africans betty we ase and who say they can create all they can. Na me kind Trump someone no build the America. I think ni into me build it. Ede wo bia adwuma na fa nkrofota na mo awia wo poto. The other day akwa bi ono wa si akire. No me wo wa ye adwuma na matua ne ka awie ni wa ko farm ho. No wi ade. Am timi de am say woman show kranka ye frame fieska. Fa me nche wa kire sa me nchi wo. Me che wa ya na me pese obi a bra bo be basa wo me nsan. Ti me kama adwuma na me jai but wo ye na me bufu a me che kakra. Me catch them, me see obi we are misika close to 100,000, more than $100,000. And I me say me they are chen like because me didn't court no. Omu catch them me say obi to me a call prison no over 20 years. Ne blah blah blah. Me share din na me say e wi ase we me mpese obi abra bo be say na na me nsa so. Nti me jai. Na fe di onam na okeka kan nsem bia na nansa mate ba ko bi me say omo nche no. Because I won't forgive you, then you go around tarnishing my image. Nobody will leave that money for you. Nobody. But me see me mo bia bra bo me da me nsafo. I say no. No, I'm not kasa. Nti say me che no so a me ye no me publish it. Na me de abana mu nyina mo ahwe bi. Because nkrofo ni bi ye cankerworms. Omo ye hyenas, bloodsuckers, dream aborters, vision killers. Nti ya na ese wutumi kire bibi kakra. Inti niyama we ye nyina no external God bia influence niyama ye nya na ye three creation yam de ma we nyina ye nipa na nipa a ye nyame o kasa enye bosom o te ho a wontumi nkasa so kasa nso a mo nkasa ne yenhwe. It is the mind, the imagination and the essence that shape the creation. Esa wuti we asentam san fa wadwen dia grow to kone yama okolo tunanom in the name of whatever. Watch out. Making it a true extension of ourselves. So, by following the principle of correspondence, it is fair to assume that if religion is right and we accept that a certain God magically spoke creation into being, then all that was created was done mentally. I don't know what I say, no. In the same manner that man created mental images. So who is God then? Se say na asem nete a ene ho na ye nyame. Esremu o. We ya asem bisa. Hwana na oye nyame. Menua, hwana na ye nyame. E wasem ya maka na sesi ye ya kire o. In short, we only created the universe mentally because there is no other way. Maka kire na ma kire ma kire no. O say in the beginning God said, kasa ni fra adwene ni mu na eba. Thought na ebi so wo mo so no, the thought in your head. Inti who put it way na together. Na just mentally, ye nyina ye creative way. There is no other way. Obi to me creative bibi. Whatever you are creating in your mind is contributing to expanding the universe. I'm here worried for Africans. What are we creating in our minds? No kwasemuni. Ediye ye bo ewo ya adwene mu. Se ye ade a ye create wo ya adwene mu ye de bo universe ye de bie mu dia. And ye de ben na Africa ye bie universe ni apart from awo. Ani se ye te asase so ye create efi. Edie ben ya ye se sie so mo aba nyankopon na wo ka so creative wiase na ba se sie a no se dia obi ye creative bi on fa de ye benya ne ye ni beje ho enso ye te he twen nyankopon so o mechira ye se wa hu ba bi adwen na to chema atosini wo no. Africans have the bigger brain, but a dear religion na beg dear religion, education, politics, just said these things are killing us. Abeye cancer ati ye nipadua nim akekere ye free soro abesi ase ye twen ye ho dane ye ho baabi a enye ye inti se ade a ye ni ye de expand ewiase ni mu na universe ni mu na se nyankopon nko na wo kan ba na o se ye mfa ade ye ne ye de expand oba no the religion che ye se ye mfa ade ye be kwahefa. You are imagining things, images, icons, shapes, and that's you in the middle of creation. Who crowd to who baby? And a wujina ho. Ashigbe, here, iraba, fire, you are, and they wait, or baba no wujina wa, or bakan waka about down for them. Sorry. It's because you people offend being kamenka. Wait, na mo kwa ye say, Jesus, cash. Guso. Way any yetimuno. You will be played big time. When someone ye what that's what they are out. I did making say you can create anything and everything you want to. So think, we abe ye problem mama ye. Ye who say ye intimi ye who rich. Alas be a me lithium episode. One Australian man had the guts to call me. Say you people still have gold in your country. You people still have everything. Do you people know how to use it? Me say me Canada Palmer. Na me te brofo kakraka nka me chiro the letter. Wan baby omo ama ya adwen. Akodu. Say ye ntumi create chi gold no kra ye nim ne ye de ye chese ye de ko. Common cocoa we can process it e wa ha. E ya rehusem kese papa. Cause ye mpese ye badwen. Na won dwen ade ekita won ekita wa you just lose it. Now, why does this matter to you? Why at all is Maame Grace preaching this on a Sunday morning? Maybe I'm pain want to cry de see one oden. Because your mind is the key to your reality. That is what you don't want to know. That is what just gidi. Memfa wadwin di chire say nyesa just gidi. Me kan yadwuma. One young lady be and the software the bishop. Man warning, men show me na nikunu so man warning so shama me we wo fie wo bi o ma dwuma me di bedi. Akola we anyi nsem anase okoka ne to for se chinchina chi yefu no wo ho. Na akola de fe chire no dwane ba me ho no se me bishop se me kunu so ma ba ha asem asi da me se kona ne nkoka. No nte ase so obedi wachi aba. Na de na eye wo ne yeketewa bi. Ukona no ku koka na ote ase na mo ba me because me de me ntumi ni oyere nya de ya ne kunu nka ho. Okoye minim de okoka che ni kun 2 months later na ni kun di na chi na omo baaye na me ye we wanyem na fubo nanim osofo se yenko obaaye no so mi so na ama ne hwe ma amfa na nkoto ayi ma nkoma no kolo so anom I just told them do this that tim na nka bofra ni si asori dem yefun na se o se pastor doctor se eni wo se gidi se wo ho we yala we he was the piakal mo ye ya. Your mind is the key to your reality, meaning until you understand this, keep believing and stand there. Just keep believing. What you think, what you believe, what you focus on, it shapes the world around you. And to keep believing. Na bompa yesa fibroid no so wo ho enyini. Osi me nko hospital ebeyi ebeje wawode na boso. Tama wo bedwin ehu se awode ne ye bo se emfa mofre enyini ade emfifi wom. Ti mi age ya madu ya me nware so amese me nwo no. Ade na ebefifi wom ti ma me nkotu mfiri mu na awode ne wo ho na me obi ama ti die kire so se ade na abeyi me nkoyi na gina ebe wo be kono na age wawode we yi awode ni na wo lusu bibia. Enti dia wo be believe no wo dia believe se wo dia wo fiefo de obi anya sika nche no wawu me dem ko si dan wo me fie amewu me to card me twika akọ me fie amewu na me maame aware anya ye nti dwin saa pepepe wo de wu se ba bi a wo ti de wo fie esunku a me ti mewo jama me fie ho me ti mewo jama me fie me nko me fie de osun powder me ti mewo makumetu ti se to sa anwom no da bi a wo fie esu baba ho cause dia wo dwin no eno na shape reality. Nti wuti we ya wo hwe misisi e adwen ban na ewo wutiri mu question ni nie adwen ban de su ada bi atena dem wo nesu wo wire be ho nkwa na nyina na wo betumi so decide say ma pepa mani ase ni so asori agina ho ade we ya confront me enye easy ba me kom na me pie fi ma de me ho ebesi happen ebesi life ebe happen enti wo de atena ho na yesa aware we de anu na ebekun yare we anu na ebekun dia wo bedwin biara ebeyew nti sisi a wo hwemi if whatever the situation is so wo hwemi sisi a just wo so ho na sori na yi atade e hye wo no na kodware na ka kire wo ho se si bia a wa sori sisi a wa kodware sa de we mfu wo ho biom na hwese wo besi wo ho biom a because dia wo dwin dia wo do focus ko ho no eno na shape reality. Ya ube dua na no na ube twa sa na Bible kan this is the meaning enye aburu a wadua wutwa aburu na aburu mpoto wudua wutwa aburu ti dua ube dua wa adwen ni mu na adwen ne ya asase eno na ebe fifi we na metwe wadwen agina to so wo ye nyame prekope ubetumi create a whole lot of things nye obi no ye nyame na do ho akobole ne so na ni photo tale wo kom se wonni aso a se nsuo to ye na wa hu a ade eche so wa hu fom ni awode ne picture abole wo kom se no na ebeje wo nkwa na se wate ni fie jadem enyade wa wo bi afie ominua problem wo bi afie obi enyo bia wo de wo ho obi soso de ne ho sako treatment wo ho afa word wo ho afa emfa ho nkoto obi aso emfa obi afoto mbole wo kon obi enyo biaendre isi yehu ne kwakra ne sen ye nyina ye nyame pe why minua metu fu pa afa. If you believe that the world is full of chaos and suffering and one ubenya, that's exactly what you see. But if you train your mind to see opportunity, love, and abundance, suddenly the world reflects all that. This is not new. I have told you many times and again. You must absorb the idea that your mind is your God. In the name of whatever I don't know. The way we perceive the universe shapes the reality we experience. I will keep repeating this until it creates an impact. Condition be a won't be and son. You can change it. You have the ability. You have what it takes. Just think about it and make that move. Focus on the move and you will break through. I am telling you, be anywhere bro so. Protect your energy. Another thing. Baby surround yourself with pure oils and energy bangles. But when your energy feels as that high, 1 mile away from you, onipa no oben woni bone ne be sense. Sa fire no be ko fa. Enu nkyere se esotu ano. When you miscommunicate, sometimes the energy that controls is created by what you eat, the people you meet, and the environment you live in. Ntina me say mo am wa abrotire ni de. Spirituality is so easy and nice for you. No dust, no pollution, no kankan, no dede. Wa wunim omo nyi sika nchen you, but discipline. Bia wo ho jejeje. Aha de anko yie, but you can still do something. I try na ma ho time na drive kokrom na de ekura na se kura ye gya ho ne nyina ya bebro so e wa ha emfa ye ho ba bia ye da. I love Indians so much. When you enter their shop, uto ade a na de oma okonkodu na udi scanner to na do balance at two tables no wafa. On person obekwa kwa exchange energies. E de ne de emfa ho na trotro ye ayetimi ye bobbo ho ye ne den. Trotro ye ka na ye kwa kwaje card kura line ya so ye piepia ye ho sa. Na ye kwa tikuro mu sex kura emfa ye ho ye hwe ne baabia. Nipa be 5, obi a read nipa 5 1 week. Ye dream bibia ho. Hey, Edio, Africa. We don't care about what we put in our mouth. Minia, take care of your body. How do you take care of your body? You take care of your body by making a walk. Ubema body na abi in emotion. Juma. Now you watch what you put in your mouth. It keeps you nice. You grow old nicely. Obi abeyi, but growing with grace is everything you should wish for. Nye nyame ne beye ni sama wo se nyame ma onkwatente. Nyame ubebo mpa nyame ma onkwatente. We beef na nwa wo mu ni twofo na hwe. Nyankopon betumi abeyi beef no afiri wo yamu a. Adwe na bafom bibia ye nyame ben. Na akoka omubu afu. So, even though you are trying to focus on good things, your subconscious mind is full of negativity because they need balance. And that's where frequency balancing comes in. No one say, oh, try over dream, oh, your meditation, ube wana adwene ne nam baby, uni balancing. Negativity ne woman draws the pain, the trauma, wako mufri umofra bremi na ye baggage e boli wechi. Practice spirituality. A bedding. Because energy balancing, tina meka say, so person wo ye bibia, just let pain go and fill yourself with love. And no ye one, and no ma wo chakras ni na ye aligned. Now we are balanced that. Afi bibia o person wo ye bia no. Ubetimi aye, ono maame nkasa, ono papa nkasa, ono ukunu tifie mo nkasa, o mana omu tifie no nkasa akwatena wo ye meditation. How? How? Polishing on debt. It doesn't work like that. To obo ase boko mame. Wetimi a join the group where we are seeing until you are focused and stable from your crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Your chakras are aligned. You can practice anything and everything. When you see worse, Eddie Amamu, you go back and come back to me here. A day pay for you. Now, meditation, copper rituals and candles. Na ya so robe ye de get nyama we ye mpese ye be ya de ni free mu wo wi na fe wa ba meditation na wo ye wo copper rituals na fe wo ye wo candle rituals ne ye den eno ane se enye hwe wo da na waso obi e da odum light because you need that no na wo dia raise wo melatonin na watumi ada nti ne ye dum light ansa na ya da nti wo dum light na wo da wo de so candle ne ba akusi wo na whatever energies that are passing. Omo so ti sumunu mu bo omo bra wo sumunu mu twamu a omo hu se nkwa wa ha. Omo twamu afa utiri so this is simple. Eno so omo ma candle ye hu na so omo didi se omo nyankopon omo sumunu no e ye oja. Candle enyeja. You see the conscious mfensi ya. Wo ka kire obibini koto essential oil fa ye sei no akoto chemical wo fira nani kura so ahye wo bre o. Use essential oil candles. Enye rubber wo hye be kwa wo winim. Mo da na maso. Mo sori ya na mo adum no. Na esikon na ho no mo fragrance no wo ho nyina kama. Place na ye conducive for positive energy. Say embra ho no mo because kankan wade e attracting me. Kama to plane. Ukoma yanka unkonkoto akroma wo ho da because onye scavenger. Ukoma yanka abakoto pete wo ho because onu kankan e na ye bo ni be wi ase so omedi. Inti ade kankan wade attract na de ehwam so wade etwa wo dem ho nye hwam kakra me pa wo chow. They are not juju things. Omo to me save you from a tour from car accident, but they will just raise your frequency and then you will be balanced. Inti decision ya wo ye bia obeye ni ye na fe wabra bo na ye calm. There is nothing difficult for you. We are saying na easy. These things help you clean your aura. Enya de be save you from gunshots. They protect your energy. Energy is everything. Enkwane ewo mu no, eno na ye bibia, and balance your frequencies so that your mind can create your reality in peace and in beauty. Udemu sakatu basa. I better reflect also. Don't waste your energy, protect it. And then I may power chow and I may catch row. The slow bebrebe, ma wonye clean kakra. Nyama tan kan pot. Stay away from it. They will pollute your energy. Make sure say we balance with your frequency and the so that you can create beautiful things. And you will create bebre. But make create bibi to is so beautiful. So beautiful. Me fear ba bi ma osofo bi. And then yire na omutinemu. Ewo me fie ni nechi. Ne fie ni a story building. Ti ya me gina so window no mu a na me show. They have 6 kids. They are very poor. E osofo ni ne yire. They don't have no munya baby nda. Na papa na ya or the megaphone or the beye de wo kwan ne so. Nti me feel so the area people they respect me. Nti oba me honom no say na o ka kire me driver na me driver ka kire me so on friend mbra. O friend e ba ye na me say o mo nkotena ho because e ho no blah blah blah. Na me mo kotena ho. Na maame no papa no ye fitani. E na maame no o tonton nyama. Bitumi gina soro ho na me hwe Papa maame ne be start no afante doko no. Papa ne ka maame ne ka doko no na afrata na papa ne de ta wo pepa no ho. Oka kakra na ne kunu so age na oka bi. These people omo na pen atete no mo si white na esem timi gina soro ho na me hwe omo san na me say nti abrabo kra ne sen ani bebrebe a ye brehwe nkrofo how peaceful they are looking. Omo you okay o. Minua when your energy is balanced esu bi wo ho a wunsu. You say it and you move on. You will keep creating bigger things. You're static. Let the pain go. At the end, but a work on so see one casa so kwayo. Until let the pain go. Na fe cleaning who ye. What am I say? Not show body needs to ye. Make sure so frequency in your mind and you balance so that they can create greater things for you. When you are there, kasa bebre de biya de da ameyeno. And when you don't waste your energy, protect it. We and then me walk at the mouth macram.